Good morning. Thank you for viewing this service, which we're recording for October 25th of 2020. I know last week I told you it was for the 25th, but this really is. And I will ask you to join me, if you would, in the chanting of the Juseige, most important and beloved passage from the larger sutra on Amida Buddha. Namo Ita Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namo Ita Butsu, Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu, Namo Ita Butsu, Namanda Butsu. Busatsu, Daimuryo, Jukyo, Juseige, Gagoncho, Thegon, Hishimu, Jodo, Shigan, Hu, Mandoku, Fujo, Shogak, Gao, Muryoko, Uidai, Theishu, Puthai, Sho, Bingu, Fujo, Shogak, Gashijo, Butendo, Myosho, Jippo, Kukyo, Miya, Shomon, Fujo, Shogak, Ryokujin Shonen, Joeishu Bongyo, Shigumu Jodo, Isho Tenninshi, Jinrikien Daiko, Ushomu Thaido, Shoujo San Kumyo, Kosai Shu Yakunan, Aichi Egen, Meshi Kon Moan, Hei Sokusho Akudo, Tudatten Shumon, Kosojo Mandoku, Iyo Jippo, Nichigatten Shu Juki, Tenko Onhugen, Ishu Kai Hodo, Koseiku Dokuho, Joodai Shuchu, Seppo Shi Shiku, Kuyo Isaya Buten, Gu Sokushu Tokuhon, Ranne Shtenyoman, Tokui Sangayo, Nyobuten Mugechi, Tudatni Husho, Gangaku Eiriki, Toshi Sai Shoson, Shiganya Koka, Daisen no Kando, Koku Sho Tenina, O Chinmyoke, Namandabu, 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 Namandabu. Ganniya Shikudoku, Byodo Sei Isai, Dohon no Nai Shin Ojo. Namanda Buddhamanda, Namanda, 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 Buddhamanda. Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Well, again, good morning, and thank you for viewing this service. And we are recording this to be broadcast on the 25th of October, 2020. This morning, I'd like to speak with you at some length about what we share with all religious people, and also what is unique about the Buddha Dharma, and what is special about the Jodo Shinshu school of Mahayana Buddhism. So that's a lot, but I just want to hit these topics lightly and in a preliminary way. Here at the Pasadena Buddhist Temple, we've been here since 1960, roughly. Before that, you were served by the Los Angeles Betsuin. We are part of the Buddhist Churches of America, which was founded 121 years ago. 61 member temples, about 12,000 of us here in the United States. There are 10 schools of Jodo Shinshu. Our school is the biggest, about 8 to 10 million members, mostly in Japan. And about 1 billion Buddhists worldwide, I believe. I think we're undercounted worldwide, Buddhists. I want to look at this, again, question of human religiosity. What are we looking for in this religion? Why do we turn to religious ideas, spiritual traditions, to find clarity and direction and comfort in our lives? Why is it religion that we need? Well, let me allow to start, if not at near the beginning. Out of this universe, this causal network, life arose. Probably for no special reason. From life comes values, however. From human values arise religions, philosophies, forms of and traditions of art, music, soccer, baseball, good stuff. Go Dodgers. Buddhist religion, the Buddhist religion is focused on a vision of interdependence, interrelatedness, a profound interrelatedness of causes and conditions, such that essentially it means a shared identity of all things. All things share in their identity with one another. We share in the identity of all things. We share in the being of all things. Our practices help us to recognize broader and deeper aspects of our identity, of our being, of our living. In our school, the Jodo Shinshu school, our practice is a simple and relaxed saying of the Buddha's name, but this simple and relaxed practice can be transformative. Again, as Jodo Shinshu Buddhists, we share a perspective of shared identity with all Buddhists. And with all Mahayana Buddhists, we share a commitment to the Bodhisattva ideal. We're all going to walk through the door together. No living being left behind. We have commonalities with all forms of Mahayana Buddhism, with all forms of Buddhism, and also, to some extent, with other spiritual traditions. And as, for example, our saying the Buddha's name in forms like Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, I rely upon the source of limitless wisdom and endless life. Putting it in English, I rely upon the source of limitless wisdom and endless life. This simple saying of the Buddha's name, our feelings about this may have commonalities with the devout Christians' experience of communion. Certainly in the Catholic, Lutheran, Orthodox traditions, the way they feel about receiving communion, the Eucharist, is similar to our feeling about saying the Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu. But we are based on profoundly different suppositions. We Buddhists do not teach intelligent design. I flatly deny it. This all just happened. This life we're living here, it just all happened. The universe had no plan, no reason for appearing. But here we are. Here the universe is, and here we are in the midst of it, and we, living beings, bring meaning to life. Really, life brings value and meaning to itself, within itself, through us and through other living beings. So we do have commonalities with Christians, Muslims, devout Jews, members of Baha'i, in encountering the sacred dimension of life. For us, for Buddhists, ideally everything is sacred, but we have to start somewhere. We have to start with a felt window of sanctity. That felt window of sanctity opens out with our participation in Buddhist tradition. More and more we see included within that which is sacred, precious, and valuable. With participation in these services, with participation in study classes, participation in special learning opportunities. Last Saturday there was the Federated Dharma School Teachers League seminar on getting into good trouble with Rick Stanbul. It was very good. These opportunities are there for us. Taking advantage of these opportunities will enrich us as Buddhists, as humans. Enriched by these opportunities for learning, study sessions, special lectures, services, books. With all of these opportunities and resources that enrich us, as Buddhists, we carry on, we move forward, we remain grounded. So far as the ultimacy of our concern goes, there's another big difference between Buddhists and most other religions. The Christian tradition, Muslim tradition, Baha'i, Judaism, at least insofar as Moses Maimonides speaks for Judaism, these all treat, their ultimate concern is ultimate for everybody. You better believe in their God or you're in trouble. We have an idea about a Buddha, an awoken source of help, Amida Buddha, Namo Amida Butsu. We have a view that is true for us and for those who adopt this view, but it is not mandatory for everyone else. We don't expect our Buddha to be ultimate for everyone. There are other Buddhas. There are other spiritual resources. This is one avenue among others, one path among 84,000 paths that lead to what is real, true, valuable, and illuminating. Shin Buddhism in this regard is very different from, say, Zoroastrianism. The alternative to salvation or liberation through most of those theistic religions is either said to be eternal suffering, what we always hear, or if you look at the Jehovah's Witnesses, or I think certainly Judaism prior to Moses Maimonides, we just disappear. The other religions, they think they go somewhere, guys like us just disappear, gals like us just disappear. That's not quite so bad. The Jehovah's Witnesses are nicer than some other traditions, but we don't believe this. People aren't going to suffer horribly because they don't follow our path. We're not going to suffer horribly because we don't follow some other path. There are 84,000 paths to the truth, but the alternative is not eternal suffering, but endless wandering. That's what we call samsara, aimless wandering, meaningless going forward. We go forward too, but with meaning and value. What is probably true in all religious traditions is that we have some faith and some reverence, or if you prefer, some trust and some fidelity. We have some trust in this path and fidelity of the path, just as our Christian friends have trust in their teachings and fidelity to their teachings. Educated people generally enjoy art, music, literature, and until very recently, religion. Some educated people still enjoy religion. It used to be all of them did, almost all of them. Why? What do we need? What does religion provide that you can't get through art and literature? Why do we feel that something is missing without some spiritual tradition? Well, religion, or spirituality, if you prefer to call it that, provides practices, activities that are grounding. It provides iconography, profoundly moving statues, beautiful paintings that touch the heart and open the mind, philosophical ideas that are engaging and nurturing, and ethical guidelines that keep us out of trouble. These are all preserved by organized religions like Buddhism. Now, my friend, the late Hugh King, used to refer to Buddhism as a disorganized religion. You got organized religion, Christianity, Judaism, Baha'i, Islam, then you got Buddhism, which is more like disorganized religion. Well, maybe in a sense, if you compare us to them, but being disorganized isn't always such a bad thing. It leaves room for freedom. You don't have to participate in organized religion, but it is organized religions like Christianity, Judaism, Baha'i, Islam, Buddhism, Zoroastrianism. These have provided a way to preserve practices that are grounding and nurturing. These provide beautiful artworks, statues, paintings, profound philosophical ideas, meaningful ethical guidelines. So, organized or disorganized, religion has something to offer us. Our practice, our way of keeping in touch with reality in the Jodo Shinshu school of Buddhism is simply saying the Buddha's name in forms like, I rely upon the source of limitless wisdom and endless life, or Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Very simple practice. Namo Amida Butsu means, what it really means is, everything is going to be okay. As one Christian saint put it, I just like the phraseology, all will be well, and all will be well, and every manner of thing will be well. This is what we're being told. Namo Amida Butsu. It's going to be okay. It feels like somebody telling you, don't worry, I'll take care of it. When I was getting my 2 master's degrees to become a Buddhist priest, I was told by one of the staff that really 2 years of Japanese isn't enough. The student should have 3 years. And so I went to the assistant dean, or Reverend Dr. Kantanaka, and said, so-and-so was talking about like maybe 3 years. Remember when I came in and the catalog says 2 years? And Reverend Dr. Kantanaka was the assistant dean, and he said to me, don't worry, I'll take care of it. I never heard another word about this idea that I needed another year of Japanese language, right? Because he was someone who had the authority to take care of it. I'll take care of it. The Buddha has the authority to take care of it. We're being told, I'll take care of it, Namo Amida Butsu, by a source that can take care of it for us. The Nembutsu sounds like anything and everything. The birds singing in the garden. The most beautiful song you ever heard. The sound of the cars going by on a wet pavement on a quiet evening. I love that sound that cars make on a wet pavement in the evening. That's the Nembutsu, but it's also, of course, Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. The Nembutsu is the simple saying of the Buddha's name, and I hope that you may, in closing this particular Dharma talk at this particular service, recorded for October 25th, some of you may view it at another time. In closing, I hope you will join me in the saying of the Buddha's name, and remember that we are being told by someone who can take care of it, I'll take care of it. It's going to be all right. All will be well. All will be well, and every manner of thing will be well. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. We rely upon the source of limitless wisdom and endless life. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you very much.